What a headshot! What a head!
How's it, guys? This is Dayvy, FPL, and welcome back to the Fantasy Premier League video here on my channel. In this video, I'll be taking you through my very own team selection for the upcoming Game Week 19. So Game Week 18 has just concluded, a very quick turnaround, about 24 hours or even less than that before Game Week 19. So I'll be running through my team selection after the game week has ended. Now in terms of the transfer plan, late in the video, we are potentially looking to make one free transfer, but I've got no money in the bank. So a downgrade or a like-for-like switch will have to take place, so I'll go through my options with Bruno's suspension. Now unfortunately, because of the quick turnaround between Game Week 18 and Game Week 19, no Game Week specific video this week, but don't worry, in the deadline stream I'll be going through all the Ultimate Guide topics. So the Camsey debate, as well as going over the projected goals and predicted clean sheets. And finally, for those of you that still have the wildcard chip, you have to use the first wildcard in Game Week 19. So don't worry, I'll be making a wildcard draft live on that live stream to help all of you guys out that have been pretty patient. But getting back to this video, my team selection, a quick review of how we ended Game Week 18, then jumping into the Game Week 19 team and my transfer plan. So if that's what you guys are interested in, sit back, relax, and let's get straight into it. So the Game Week 18 team review is going to go by quite quickly. Went over this in more depth in the transfer plan yesterday, and since then we had 3 players still to feature. So you guys can see we ended the game week on 56 points -4 to 52, and unfortunately a red arrow 204k. So that was almost double our rank. We were 59k going into Game Week 18, so massive red arrow thanks to that -4. I'm not stressing yet though, this is basically the halfway point of the season, and the top 10k is still in my vision, and hopefully we can get there. Let me know how your game week went. Was it a great week or a terrible week? Are you on a green or a red arrow? Overall, the Game Week 18 Boxing Day game week was pretty lackluster. Then with one eye to Game Week 19, one free transfer but 0.0 in the bank, so we are flat out broke at the moment. Now let's go on to those 3 players that had to feature last night. That was going to be Raya plus Gabriel, the defensive double up, and we netted 12 points thanks to the clean sheet. Unfortunately, no bonus points that went to Timber and Saliba as far as I remember, and that's because Gabriel missed a big chance in this fixture. Now I guess the saving grace was the fact that Arsenal didn't score that many goals, so Odegaard and Martinelli didn't come back to bite us. Then the last player actually has been pretty bad since bringing him in is João Pedro, and I was surprised to see him not get sent off. So if you guys saw, was a little bit aggressive in one challenge, and VAR could have actually sent him off for that action. Luckily though, or unluckily, we have to keep him for the next week. Don't even think he's getting much attacking threat at the moment though. So the last 3 players added 14 points to our score, largely thanks to that Arsenal defensive double up. Now let's run through the rest of the team quite quickly. Our bench was pretty easy. We had Fabianski, Enzo, Robinson and Greaves all ended up blanking. At least Greaves is back in the starting 11 though. Then our back 3 was completed with Trent as well as Dalot. You guys know what happened with that Liverpool fixture. Leicester scored quite early on, then didn't really offer much in the rest of the fixture. No attacking threat, although Trent did have a bit of XA, and the less spoken about United the better. So unfortunately Dalot lost the clean sheet after Bruno got sent off, and that was to Cunha, a player that we actually took out this week. So when you go to the midfield department, let's talk about Salah quickly, just being so consistent. Ended on 9 points, doubled to 18. The biggest news though was Bruno Fernandes getting that red card, taking him to a massive -2. So literally if we just kept Saka and played him, we would have been far better off. Even just going for something like an Odegaard with a clean sheet point would have netted us 5 extra points. So very disappointed in him, but I guess as I've mentioned, what do we get when buying United players? It's just disappointment. Now a big talking point heading into Game Week 19 is should we actually look for a replacement, as he's banned for 1 week against Newcastle and then has Liverpool away. I'll talk about that shortly as we go over my transfer plan, but definitely on the list for a transfer out. Then Cole Palmer also came in clutch, a nice 10-pointer, although his ownership is very high. Semenyo only the clean sheet point, but I guess in Game Week 18 that could be seen as a dub. Pretty boring game though overall, that Bournemouth Crystal Palace one. Then our front line, we took out Cunha for Isaac. At least Isaac got a goal, but as you guys know, Cunha got a 12-pointer. Continues to also not be banned. Think he'll be fine for Game Week 19 against a Spurs side that basically have no defensive department. I guess at least we own Isaac for the medium term. He's a great asset. Would have liked to have seen a bit more though against 10-man Aston Villa. Then the biggest disappointment, probably Jackson. Would have loved if he managed to keep track with Cunha. Unfortunately though, only 2 points, 10 points less than Cunha, and overall just doesn't seem on it at the moment. So that is going to complete our forward department as well as our overall starting 11. A pretty bad game week, and that's seen in the red arrow. But just because I had a bad game week doesn't mean that you guys did. In the comments down below, what was your game week score, and how's that overall rank looking after game week 18? So before we go over my transfer plan, I want to showcase my starting 11 because if I actually do stick with the starting 11, it doesn't look too bad. So I might roll, but I'm probably going to use one free transfer. The reason for that one free transfer is largely due to the bench. Fabianski against Liverpool is injured, Bruno suspended, Dalot has Newcastle, and Greaves has Chelsea. So let's just say one of my attackers doesn't feature, Dalot or Greaves comes off the bench, and with that quick turnaround from game week 18 to 19, we might have some rotation. So even if it is just for a better kind of bench coverage, I'm fine to use a transfer, as I'm pretty sure one of my attackers might not feature. At least we do have Raya between the sticks with that Fabianski injury. The fixture isn't too great though, it's Brentford away. Let's talk about Gabriel because it's the same fixture. I do believe Arsenal could keep a clean sheet, as recently Brentford haven't been the best attacking department. Gabriel also offers that attacking threat, hopefully he hasn't missed too many big chances though. Pretty comfortable holding these two assets. Then Trent against West Ham, pretty kind of no-brainer, defensive and attacking threat, and West Ham aren't in the best form at the moment. Just hope he does play with Connor Bradley's injury still being maintained. Pretty sure that Trent should start this one. Then I am starting Robinson at the moment, Bournemouth at home, even though I own Semenyo, it's an okay fixture, and that Fulham defense has been pretty decent. Now if I do make a defensive switch, I might just actually bench Robinson and play the odds here, and just hope Semenyo does something. Also hoping Salah does something against West Ham away. It's a very strong fixture, although his ownership is going to be sky high. The captaincy debate this week is actually quite interesting because Salah obviously is going to be the safest option. With Erling Haaland against Leicester, you guys could also go there. Another player on everyone's mind might be going for a Cole Palmer, currently starting him as well as his colleague Enzo. Ipswich away is a great fixture. Now I'm actually worried about this Chelsea lineup because we had a full strength squad on Thursday. Could we see some rotation? Fingers crossed all my players do feature though. I kind of think with the position Chelsea are in dropping points recently, they have to play a strong selection. But who knows what the Chelsea manager is going to do. So fingers crossed both Enzo as well as Cole Palmer and later Jackson do all feature, and this might be a great game if Ipswich are a little bit tired after that Arsenal fixture. Then Semenyo against Fulham, this is a tough game on paper, I'm just hoping for a goal fest. Bournemouth and Fulham both decent sides, let's just see what Semenyo does. Then up front, Isaac against United, very strong fixture, haven't been in great form, and Newcastle just attacking so well at the moment. So pretty happy that I do an Isaac. I just kind of hope that he can do better than Cunha this week, as well as Jackson against Ipswich. So Jackson, literally, if he doesn't feature, he's going to be a massive mistake. Going him over Isaac has cost me too many points. So fingers crossed he does feature after being subbed on the 70-minute mark. Hopefully that was for a rest with game week 19 in mind. Then finally João Pedro, I'm just kind of banking the 2 points already because he hasn't been great. And against Aston Villa, can't see too many goals for them. Too many other flyers to put out though at the moment, so probably just going to keep him. But if I had the funds, probably would take him out because he's been so bad. Let me know if you guys are actually taking João Pedro out this game week. I'm pretty jealous. I've got a few other transfer plans in mind though. But as you guys can see, even though Robinson and Semenyo play each other, the starting 11 doesn't look that bad. So I could actually just roll the transfer going into game week 19. But let's just say that Jackson misses out completely with that Chelsea rotation. I only have Dalot and Greaves to rely on. So let's go over that transfer plan at the current moment, and obviously the big elephant in the room is going to be Bruno Fernandes. So let's just go over this talking point right now. So at the moment, my current thinking is that Bruno is going to miss Newcastle and then has Liverpool away, although after that Southampton at home is a great fixture. So at the moment, I'm probably just going to keep Bruno and just hope that he plays better, as well as United as a whole. I just feel like there's other positions I'd rather downgrade, get some value from, and any Bruno replacements aren't too appealing at the moment. So if you guys do want to take out Bruno, there's a bunch of replacements, Ismail Assar or Eze at the cheaper assets, and then obviously Odegaard, who was the 50-50 between Bruno and him. But at the moment, I can't see any replacement that I super want, and therefore I'm just going to keep him on the bench and hope that he plays against Southampton and gets some points. So the transfer on my mind at the moment is not Bruno out, but it's another United asset, and that's Diego Dalot. So I'm looking to replace him with Munoz from Crystal Palace for those lovely fixtures, Southampton, Leicester, West Ham and Brentford in the next 5. I can then play him over someone like a Robinson who has Bournemouth, and then at least that gives me some bench coverage if there is some rotation. Also some value in the bank will be added, about 0.4 million, so I could do some upgrades in Game Week 20 if I need it. My current thinking is maybe taking Semenyo to Ismaila Sarr in Game Week 21, after that Chelsea game when Crystal Palace do have Leicester. Just one of the thoughts in my mind though, currently just focusing on Game Week 19. So this transfer looks pretty set, but might keep it till tomorrow, as neither are expected to drop in price or rise in price. So as mentioned, deadline stream, we might have live transfers. We definitely will be having some refreshers of the expected numbers, projected goals and predicted clean sheets. I'll also go over the camps here debate as well as create a wildcard draft for all of those who still have the chip. So make sure those notifications are turned on for that deadline stream. You guys don't want to miss this one. Otherwise, any transfer dilemmas, comment them down below on my Discord server, link in the description, slightly more active there. Hopefully I see you guys in the deadline stream come tomorrow for massive Game Week 19. We definitely need it after the Red Arrow last game week. But this is basically going to wrap up the video guys. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Please don't forget to like if you didn't subscribe yet. Content's still to come for Game Week 19 with the deadline stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. But for the time being, I'm signing off. It's been Dayvy FPL and I'm out. Cheers, bye.